This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and we're going to talk ever so eloquently about the Apple phone. Now, this could be an Apple 5. It could be a 5S, but no. In reality, this is that there Apple SE, man. Special, limited type, whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. It's that there SE, baby, which was released about 8 months ago. Now, and it's got one of their special type cases, and we're using one of them there, man, type, at their, you know, man. It's that shit. So here we go. We got that there Apple type device, man. We gonna tap that thing, boy, and gonna get that damn there Apple type that their deal on going on, man. But what you also see is that there's no service on this phone. Why is there no service on this phone? Well, it's a great phone. The Apple SE is actually an Apple type, you know, man. It's a 6S put into a 5 body, which means we have that there type, you know, that their architecture, that their 4-inch display type phone, with all that there new thingamabobs and giggly gook and blah 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 and everything else, man. Problem is, though, it's a great phone. I would highly recommend it. And this is the one that has that there more memory. This is, I don't know how big, but it's got a shit ton of memory in it. It is not the $400 version. This is the $500 version because I bought it for my daughter. This now is our backup phone. And we've got apps and this, there, the other, and all the other shit. So basically, pop a SIM card out, pop a new one in, and baby, this is the way it works. Until then, it's an iPod, you know, and it's just the way it works. But it's not the speed of the phone, it's not the size of the screen, it's not any of those things that give me displeasure. It is unfortunately the Apple operating system itself. Now, this phone is about 8 months old, and we've already put it the way of the dodo, man. It's like, dude, it's the dodo, man. What did it get replaced with? It got replaced, man, with like got the Samsung-ish type-ish device, man. This is the 5S, or the 5 Active, okay? Now, this is over a 2-year-old platform, because the active platforms come out about 6 months after the their standard tap devices, man. And that there, woo, gonna get her done, boy. No retry, yeah, boy. You better get out of that. These actives come out about 6 months after the launch of the flagship of whatever the hell you're doing, or whatever, you know, that kind of shit, man. And we're already on the 7s. Hell, we're already coming out with the 8s. The 8s, the leaks of the 8s are actually out there, and and this, there, the other. But this is the phone that replaced an over 2-year-old, you know, design. Of course, you have to modify these things. It's a very simple thing. You can make one of these old Samsung-y typey devices, man. Do some things when you got that there. You do them there developer type opciones, man. And you gotta know how to unlock that. It ain't that fucking complicated. You go into that there about that there devices type thingage, man. You go that there build number and go pop 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 pop, and it tells you, buddy. So you can unlock some speedoli, some speed, man, in this phone, man. So the problem is that even though this phone is, 2+ years behind, almost 3, because the 8 for the Samsung is going to come out because they had such a glorious time with the 7, as far as that one that I was out in California talking to some dude, and he had the 7, whatever the fuck it is, the Note or whatever that shit is called, and he was very proud of it. And then, we've had all the problems with it, this, there, or the other. He was one of the early adopters. That's one of the things you don't really want to be. You don't want to be one of them the early type adopters, man. You just want to exist. And I learned that through the, I don't know, Apple, whatever the fuck it was, where they had a goddamn problem with a bunch of shit and this, there, or the other. Well, this is a great phone if your mind works in Apple. And it really is. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's not. For us, it's a backup. It's a 4-inch Apple backup that, we can deal with. This phone, I can take the back off of it. I can replace the battery. I have a SIM card. Of course, I have my AT&T card because these are AT&T phones. And that's just the way it works, baby. And that was one of the good things about the 5, and that's why I kind of have always kept my 5. Now, it's just the way it works, man. It works if you work it. It squirts if you jerk it. It's just the way it works. Now, this one doesn't have the fingerprint sensor. It doesn't have all the other crap that these other phones have. Nor does it have all the other features that are on my S7 Active, which I went from a 5 to a 7 because it also had the expandable memory. But it's just what you get used to. It's just what you experience. It's just what, you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Now, the SIM card sizes are very vastly different. And that's something you also have to take into account. Now, this is water resistant, where this one is not. This is IP, I don't give a fuck what the rating is. Jackass, military drop test and dust tested and this, there, the other, and whatever. That's not the reason I only have this phone. The majority, because I can put this there, that their caseage, man, on that phone, man, from them there people right there, boy, and have this phone would basically have the same drop test. The problem is my mind still works, and my ability to do things still works in this platform. And that's the ultimate choice that you're going to have to make. Yeah, this is an 8-month-old phone that is super high-powered for its size. It has great battery life. It has everything else going for it. It has these 6S attributes and processors and everything else, and it is the latest and greatest of the small phones. And it is a good phone. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say it isn't. But if your mind works in this type of platform, That's something you also have to take into consideration. Does it matter to me that the water resistance? Not so much. Does it matter to me about the drop? No. Case takes care of that. $15, boy! But in the end of the day, what do you think? How does your mind work? How do you process the information? This is Guns, Knives, and Watches with just a simple observation of what I have to go through in my normal, every day-to-day life. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches. Peace out, baby. Oh my God, active training. Oh, blow me. Peace out.